Hi there, Soul Tribe. This is Mystique, your Mystic Seer, tapping into the collective energy for y'all to bring you messages from the Twin Flame Ascension Take Me Home Oracle deck in relation to what's going on between you and your twin flame. For those of you that are new here, welcome guys, and for those of you that have returned, welcome back. It's great to have you all on board. First off, we'll start by offering up a prayer to bless our reading with. Dear God, Jesus Christ, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please may you step forth now in order to bring us messages for the collective in relation to what's going on between them and their twin flame. May you encircle us with your loving protection and healing light as we tap into the collective energy. May we receive these messages with as much accuracy and clarity as possible. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys. Let's begin. We have surrender, dark night of the soul. So you might be going through a tough period now between you and your person. What this is telling me is these are lessons that you are meant to draw from, and you're going through what's called a dark night of the soul, which is when our egos sort of take a bit of a bruising, and we have to go within and heal what's going on within ourselves in order to navigate our environments a lot better. So that's what that's telling me. So what's going on between the collective energy and their twin flame spirit? Tell me more about this dark night of the soul. Let's see what's going on, guys. Soul merger. Ebb and flow. So what this is telling me, that you and your person have a really great connection. When you're together, it feels like you're not two energies, but one. It's almost like you guys could finish each other's sentences. The time you spend together feels natural. It feels right. And whatever this dark night of the soul is that you're going through right now, I feel like you're really yearning for this and missing this. So perhaps you guys are not in the best communication terms at the moment, or it might be a no contact situation. Okay, just remember, with twin flames, sometimes spirit sends false twin flames into our life to send us like lessons to learn. So ensure that whatever it is you're going through, you're really reflecting on, what is it that I can learn from this? How can I level up from this? How can I become bigger and better than I've ever been in being a good partner? Okay, so yeah, just remember, in order to have a great relationship, we have to display the qualities that we'd like in a partner too. It can't all be about what you expect from them. This one says clear energy blocks, activating the higher chakras. So what this is telling me is that you're not in alignment with your intuition at the moment. Your intuition's off because you're not in alignment with your higher self. The messages that you're receiving from the spirit realm are distorted because you're not taking them from what they are. You know, there's no such thing as coincidences. That butterfly that flies past might be your ancestors reminding you that they're with you and watching over you. That the reason why you lost your keys before you went out the door might be because you were meant to avoid an accident out on the road that you would have been in if you had left at that time. You know what I mean? Like, everything happens for a reason, and there's no such thing as coincidences. So remember what the signs are that you're receiving from the spirit realm are actually messages for you. The number 11 might be significant, double one, or the number 1. That's a very powerful angel number, guys. I encourage everyone to go to their Google search engines, type it in, followed by angel number, see what comes up. If you'd like, tell me what you find in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. What have we got here? It says unification, aligning with abundance. You're not going to have any dramas with clearing your chakras and activating them. This is what this is telling me. The advice you received today, you're likely going to implement it in your life and into your relationship. And it's all about leveling up for you. It's also, like, I know it's a partnership, but this whole connection is in your life and has been brought into your life, whether they be a twin flame or a false twin flame. There is so many powerful lessons that you are learning and are going to learn from this person and the experience that you're having with them. This one's awareness, crystal clear vision. It's all, you're going to activate those higher chakras. You'll be aligning with abundance in your relationship with your person. And you're going to have crystal clear vision in relation to reading them. Like, you know when something's off. You know when something's right. You know when they're not quite right. If they've had a bad day, you can tell just by their tone, their mannerism, or the way they're walking. Like, you guys are very in tune with one another, remember? Like, when you're together, it's like you have merged into one person. You think the same, you act the same. So, that's really positive. But it can also, when things go haywire, things can be so much more intense and emotional and passionate in a negative sense. So you've really got to be aware of that too. Not to let your emotions get too heightened. Keep your emotions balanced. Keep your energy grounded, okay, guys? You've got the High Priest, which embodies personal empowerment. So just because you guys are almost like one person, you've got to remember that you're an individual too, collective. It's not all about what you guys are doing together. You've got to remember that what makes you an individual too. You've still got to get out and do the things that you enjoy doing by yourself, whether that be sports, whether that be hanging out with friends. You guys also need to spend time apart, okay? Because remember, the emotions get so much more intense. So if you are stepping on one another's toes or things are getting too much, that means it's time to spend some time apart. But you don't necessarily have to wait till it gets to that point, okay? You can just be yourselves and have your usual appointments. I know you are in love, but you don't have to be, attached to each other all the time. What do we got? Spiritual awakening. Shift or be shifted. So remember, Spirit sends lessons into our life in order for us to grow and level up. Now, if we're not learning from these lessons, we continue to receive the same lessons over and over again until we finally get it. And it gets a bit harsher and a bit more rough each time. So rather than letting it get to that point, go with the flow. Take the lessons that are coming in as what they are and go with the leveling up process. It's all part of your ascension, okay? If you fight it, it's only going to get worse. Soulmate, clearing core wounds. So another thing that twin flame connections bring out in each of the people that are involved in them is our childhood, like our inner child wounds is what I meant to say, sorry. And actions and words can easily trigger our shadow side, so it comes out and goes rah when you least expect it. And you kind of have no control over it. What this is telling me is if there's something bothering you about the other person, it's time to go within and realize that there's a trait in that person that you embody that you need to heal, all right? You're seeing something in another person that you don't like about yourself and it gets you going. You don't want to get going. You don't want to go off your nana or attack the other person. And I don't mean physically, but definitely don't attack them physically. But with our words, don't attack the other person with your words when you feel this way. Instead, take a breather and go within and be like, okay, what do I need to learn from this situation? What can I learn from myself about this situation? And remember, you can't control another person, but you can control how you deal with the situation. Whoa, that one just jumped out of the deck. This seems like the main overall message that I got just sent. Like, this is the main theme, the main thing that Spirit wants you to remember. Harmonize this relationship with your twin flame. Harmonize your relationship with your own inner child and help yourself heal those wounds. Because remember, we can't be any use to anybody else, including twin flames, if we're not looking after ourselves. And self-love is all about healing your inner child too. So yeah, this is telling me bring that, like clearing them core wounds with your twin flame. And this is also telling me that your person is your soulmate and your twin flame. So that's really beautiful. And once you get all this into harmony, like your life balance where you guys are spending a healthy amount of time together and apart, and you're also following your intuition and making sure that your thoughts are in alignment with your higher self, but also that your inner instinct, your inner compass is in alignment. That way the whole chakra system starts to clear. But yeah, once all this is in sync, you're going to experience a very harmonious connection with your person. Karmic purge, mirror reflections. Remember, what we see in someone else that gives us the shits is something about ourselves that we don't like. So we mirror people. We mirror, like, people mirror each other's energies. And the energy you put out is the energy you receive back. So if you're not being so kind with your person, you're going to cop that back. And it's not always pleasant when you're on the receiving end of those situations. So the karmic purge, mirror reflections, clear the karma from your energy, any negativity, any, like if you're about to speak negative or do something negative, stop and think first. Go with your instinct, go with your inner compass, what's right and what's wrong. You know, we're all born with it, and it's amazing how much more abundance we receive from the spiritual world in relation to messages when we have everything in alignment. That card, what's that card? Tell me. It says, false twin flame, intense change. So, if you're in a twin flame connection and you're doing all these things and your person's not cooperating with you, they may not be your twin flame. They may be a false twin flame that's been sent in to teach you lessons. Remember, this is a collective reading, and different messages are going to resonate with different people. So there is some people that are watching this that are in a connection with a false twin flame. And this mirroring of each other's energies is quite intense, and it's really the lesson that you've got to work on. That's why if you're having a rough time, you're having a very rough time with your person, it's because this person, Spirit allowed them into your life so that you could level up, learn, grow, learn about yourself, and ascend on a higher frequency, like to a higher frequency than what you currently are. Okay? And if your person's not really in sync with the way you're working on this connection, it might be time to reconsider things and start looking at what the red flags are, even though you should be looking at them as soon as they pop up. Remember, when you see red flags, it doesn't mean you're at a circus, collective. It's not a great time. It means retreat. Don't go in there and have fun, because it'll only be fun for a little while before things go haywire. All right, we've got 3 more cards. This one's the King, Divine Masculine. So those of you that are in a connection with your Divine Masculine, this is to reassure you today that if you're working with your person and they're working with you on this mirroring of energy and healing your inner child, they are your Divine Masculine. If they're not doing that, then they're a false twin flame. You've got to be willing to cooperate. There's 2 people in a partnership, and I know we're talking to you, collective, but that goes for them, especially if they're not working in alignment with you in healing this relationship. Rebirth, personal freedom unleashed. So I'm getting that there's some people in the collective energy that are going to hear this message and realize, oh, it's a false twin flame. This isn't my person. Okay, I'm cool with that. And they're going to, once they separate themselves from the situation, they're going to feel a lot more free and reborn. This is telling me also that those of you that are in a twin flame, like proper twin flame connection, this time apart that you guys are going to spend by pouring into your own cups and doing the things that make you guys individuals, that's going to make you feel free. That's going to make you feel like it's a whole new beginning. All right? Something's telling me there's people in the collective energy that just need time apart from their twin flame, and everything will start falling into alignment. Practice self-love. Nurture your inner child. So, remember, heal your inner child. How can we do that? We can do it by telling us things that we wished we could hear about ourselves from other people. And positive affirmations such as, I am worthy, I am blessed, I am protected. You know, that kind of thing is really great for attracting good, like, blessings into our life, because we put out the energy that we wish to receive and we get that energy back. But if we're putting out the wrong energy, we're not going to be happy with the energy that the universe sends back towards us. I was going to leave it there, but we'll do one more. Why not? This one says, the Electric, creative expression. You guys spending time apart is going to bring out a side to you, like a side to your creativity that you didn't realize before. And it's going to inspire your person. And I can see, like, you know how electricity sort of branches out and you can see all these little connections. It's going to do that, but kind of like within your minds. Like, you guys are going to be stimulating your own minds, and then when you group together with your person, you're really going to stimulate each other's minds, and it's really going to be a great experience having discussions and talking about what it is that you guys get up to when you're not being Mr. and Mrs. couple, but you're being Mr. and Mrs. individual. So that's the messages I have for you today, collective. I do hope this resonates. If you like my content, please like and subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Drop a comment down in the comment section. I'd really love to hear from you guys. Tell me what you think, and I'll catch up with you next time. All right, bye for now. Thank you. Come again.